Hey my good friends, it's Roger once again from Mud Fossil University, the voice of Mud Fossil University, today talking to you about Gobekli Tepe. Now, we originally did some research on this. Pete Lund did quite some time ago, and discovered what he thought might be the remains of the Chimera, the ancient Greek two-headed monster that was thrown down into the mountains in this area somewhere. And we thought it might be related to Gobekli Tepe. So I went in and I was re-examining the whole thing, and I just randomly started looking in the area, and I think I've discovered something that's quite interesting. Now, anybody that's in the mud fossil arena here has been following it and been looking at the research understands that the Earth is covered with creatures. And these creatures have certain characteristics and chemistry that is literally unmistakable. And it is the chemistry and anatomy of life. And it includes blood, primarily. This is what we look for. Well, the anatomy and the blood and the specific details and the chemistry create a situation where it's very hard to dismiss. So let's see what we have here, and then we'll see if we can dismiss it. Let's go Gobekli Tepe, and I started looking at this there, and I noticed this configuration here, which is a sort of a standout configuration. Then I always look for blood, and I look down here, and I think I found what I was looking for. So let's go in and look at that, and I'm going to tell you right now, I think this is a heart. Now, I'll show you why I say I think it's a heart. Hearts have two different sections primarily. They have a red blood area, and they have a expended blood area, the deoxygenated blood that's going to the lungs to pick up oxygen, which turns it red. And then it goes to the heart, which pumps it back through the arterial network through the body. Now, as you can see this, I mean, you'd have to be absolutely 100% blind to miss the fact that whatever is in this particular area is bleeding, and literally, I mean that word literally, bleeding out into these areas. It creates a zone of directional flow. And it's quite apparent. Now, the other thing that's extremely apparent is the type of striations. You know, I know you're going to say, oh, this is all lines of fields and so forth. I agree with that. But they are following patterns that are within the structure of this heart. Now, let's continue on with the heart. Well, what does the heart do? It pumps the blood. So where's the blood going? Well, let's go and look about that. I say down here is where we're getting our black, our deoxygenated blood coming in. It's squishy. Now it's shooting it out somewhere, and it appears to be shooting it out of here somewhere, and there's another pipe in here somewhere. Now let's. It's obviously it's not. You can't just look at it like an anatomical model, but we're going to look at it similar to that. Now let's walk away from this a little bit, and everybody again that's in the mud fossil arena understands that this signifies red blood. Whenever you see real good green growth, moss, lichen, and greenery is red blood. Primarily, it's the best grower there is. Use blood meal on plants, it makes them just go insane because it has all of the things that plants use to grow. The other thing you use is bone meal, and the bone meal has all the structural components. So between the two of them, that's life. Now let's look at this very carefully. Look at this structure here. Go get an anatomist and ask him what happens when the blood. And whatever this is either blood flowing down through here and in to this network, and then that network ends up coming down to this. Nobody just stopped these and says, okay, let's just grow this here and grow this here. No, this is the way it has presented itself. This is the nature of nature and the nature of life and the nature of the earth, which is covered with life that is now dead and decaying.